What's up? You're in the Beat Sessions. I am your host, Mitchell Weary, and we are talking about punk rockers NOFX and their brand new record single album, which was released on February 26th. Now, I'm going to preface this review by saying that there's going to be some adult content because it's a NOFX album. And, Fat Mike does what he wants. He wanted to do a double album, but they didn't for some reason, so they're calling this single album. His sense of humor, it's one of the glorious things about the band. It's one of the things that I've appreciated the almost 40 years that they've been making music. It's pretty insane. But this record, unfortunately, feels like half of an unfinished double album, which is unfortunate because there are some kick-ass songs on this record. He swears in song titles, so I'm going to swear too. Whatever. Kick-ass songs on this record, but it only feels like 8 songs. I feel cheated. That's what I'm just going to say right off the bat here. I think your average NOFX album, if you go back and look through their catalog, like 13, 14 tracks. I think their shortest album track-wise is like 12 songs. So you're like, this is already their shortest record by 2 tracks, even though it's got a 36-minute long runtime. But that's where my beef starts to come in. The opening track, the big drag. I don't know if that's Fat Mike being funny again, but that's exactly how I feel about this song. It is a drag. It is a bummer. NOFX, Fat Mike is funny. Even when they get into really dark, sardonic subject matter, that's exactly the word. He's sardonic. He can get into some seedy stuff that most people won't even want to touch, and he can still laugh about it and make jokes. And that's what's been so great about the band over the years. And the big drag just sounds like he's just taking us down some rabbit hole that he went down when he was way too drunk and on whatever one night. And it's 6 minutes long. Do the math. It's a sixth of this record. And it's not this big old grandiose thing that like all the critics are writing about in reviews. It sounds like 3 of the breakdowns that you can hear in The Decline, which is a freaking awesome record. Let's just throw that out there too. But this is not about The Decline. Not get sidestepped here. I just don't care for the track. I don't think it's this monumental thing that everybody says it is. And I don't think overall that this NOFX album covers any major uncharted territory for the band. The last 3 songs on the record are pretty darn awesome. Grief Soto, Doors and Fours, I would argue, is probably the stylistically the most different as far as NOFX exploring things outside of what they've done in previous songs. And it's a damn good song. I will definitely say that. Your Last Resort as well. It's got a piano intro. It opens up with that, but it kicks in about halfway through. It's certainly different, but nothing that you wouldn't expect from the band. Birmingham is a great song. It's about Fat Mike being on a bender in the city. It sounds like he's hanging out with the dudes from Peaky Blinders while he's there. But that song, it has a Swing and Utters feel. A band that's been around for decades as well, that NOFX has worked with and played with. Fish in a Gun Barrel, they're tapping into El Jefe's skill set on the trumpet there, so that has that like dance hall reggae ska feel. Fuck Euphemism is a funny song. I really I enjoy the way that Fat Mike deals with the division within the LGBTQ community. He has been vocal about his own kinks, which I don't understand why that's a big story recently too. Like, if you didn't know that Fat Mike was kinky and weird, like, you haven't been paying attention for the last 40 years. He's been wearing dresses for a long time. Like, I don't know why it's this big epiphany for everybody or for him for that. Maybe it's him personally. I don't know. Maybe he's just choosing to be more public about it since that book came out. But Mike, I always kind of knew, dude. I didn't care. Like, you're punk rock, dude. You're Fat Mike. Founded Fat Records. It's Fat Records family is dear to my heart. But I don't know if I can include this in the record shelf with that. The big drag, again, I don't dig the track. And then he does Linoleum is a play on Linoleum, which it's funny. It is, like Linoleum's a classic song of theirs. There's always this talk about it being their biggest hit or whatever. And so, he jokes about being burnt out on the song, rewrites the lyrics. Again, it's funny, but it feels like something that would have been great in a double album with more material, but I'm going to dock it off as a track. It feels like a cover of one of their old songs. So you got 8 songs on this record. It's just not enough material for me. I feel denied a full NoFX experience, but I would say that the other 8 songs are freaking dope. They're awesome. I just don't want to invest the money buying the record. So I'm going to give a vinyl pass. For those of you who want to jump on it, I hope you enjoy it. Again, the majority of the songs really are freaking awesome. And if you're a NoFX fan, you'll definitely enjoy them. I hope you find this review helpful. If not, you can harangue me in the comments below, but please like my channel and this video in the process. Subscribe and tune in next time. We'll see you later on the Beat Session.